Disclaimer. This video contains content focused around unusual furry topics, possibly including, but not limited to, vore, fat, inflation, and transformation. All content within this video has been curated to be safe for work, either by the base game being clean or by a careful editing or censorship. Nonetheless, it's still possible some content in this video may be a bit spicy. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned. Hello everybody, and welcome to another Playing by the Pound, a series I really should get to more often. This is PUDGEWORLD, developed by our very own Kibby Rar, who's popped by a number of our streams before. In fact, in the past, they talked to Charm about how they wanted to make a game that was this game, and they actually got around to it, which is pretty cool. This is PUDGEWORLD, or as it says, the Ultra Wide Edition. This is, well, it has a little story beat from its itch.io page. I'll read that. A great world once thrived. One day it simply became smothered. People threw their hands up in defeat, saying, "Oh well, I guess the world's doomed." Then they became entirely too busy deflecting and throwing the blame at each other rather than fixing the problem. So they all mostly died off. It's been years since this tragedy. The invisible wounds of trauma have become numb. But there are a few fading vestigial members of society, grasping at the straws for something, anything, to fill whole. This is how the world ended. Join this nameless wastelander as they take a brief pilgrimage to the promised land. This is a Fatfur game that is a little bit open world-ish, and basically, the theme is pretty cool. As you might be able to tell if you pay attention, the actual world is basically just a giant Fatfur, just a massive blobby Fatfur that is the landscape itself. And there are people living on them like they are the world, because they basically are at this point. Kibby already said some interesting things about his title screen, which I'll get into in just a second. But before I do, I want to say that if you like the video, do think about giving it a like, or maybe dropping a subscription if you'd like to do that. Maybe come over to Twitch if you want to help us out by adding to our active viewership, or just being a lurker and hanging out and adding to the view count. Either way, it's nice to have people come by, so consider doing that. We also have a pretty cool Discord server if you'd like to hang out over there and be with some chill people. We have a coffee link if you'd like to help us directly monetize the content, and if you'd like to, I really do appreciate it. And we have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff over there. Links are in the description. You can check them out anytime. But yeah, so this game seems pretty cool. Now, Kibby was saying some cool things earlier. Let's see. For one, what we're hearing right now, the ambience, is purely him blowing into the mic, layered with him going rag, roar, and grr, slowed down and reverb. And I think that's actually really cool. It sounds like a mix of, like, you know, oh, it's just the wind of a flat environment, but also it's the breathing of the Fatfur and him going rrr and stuff, which is great. I love that. I love how you did that ambience. That's very clever. That's actually very, very clever. And also, there's apparently a script on the start camera that makes the camera slowly bob and weave, which makes sense, again, considering this is a Fatfur. So this is basically Fatfur Mad Max, as Kibby puts it. And he also says, knows the color scheme of everything on the screen. It's meant to invoke deserts and post-apocalypse. Yeah, I definitely get that vibe. Meanwhile, it's because the Fatfur is, well, just kind of tan-colored fur. Actually, it's your character, right? It kind of looks like your character colors, at least. What species? I need a reminder. I think kitty cat, but I don't know what type. But yeah, the growls might also be of his tummy. That's also possible. Tiger, that's it, yeah. So let's see. There's Escape, Manifest, 1 Observe, and 2 Exodus. I assume... Oh, Escape, Manifest. Okay. I'm manifesting. But what do the other buttons do? Oh. Oh, now I have a panorama view. Okay, we're just starting, I guess. Observe and Exit. I guess in Exodus quits? Exodus quits. Okay. I'm figuring out your artsy-fartsy terms. Hold on. Don't worry, I'm not making fun of it. I actually think it's kind of neat. It's a little... honestly, seeing something a bit more artistic for a Playing by the Pound game is actually a really nice change of pace. It's kind of neat. But, yeah, so apparently... So, Manifest is to start playing. The title screen is just the play space. If we hit Observe, then we go back to gameplay. Okay. Wait, Observe is... Oh, it's like a camera mode. Well, here we go. Here's our character we play as. We're like... kind of... Yeah, I definitely get some Mad Max vibes from that hairdo and the glowy radioactive glasses. And, of course, the nose ring. But yeah, we play as a big old fatty on a much bigger old fatty. I like the, you probably spent some time modeling this guy. I like the armor plating, what little he can fit on himself. I like the clothing. It's like, is it leather? Kind of seems like a kind of like a leather shirt with like a kind of a harness. Like there's a lot of big cords there just to keep the fat kind of in, just to keep the fat in bay. A nice big belly button and stompers. Oh, I've entered inside the bigger fatty. But yeah, honestly, oh, there's even little glowing. What are these? Are these like their infrared heel lasers? So they can walk carefully or something? Let's see. Beans, though. Everybody likes beans. I appreciate the free chem mode. That's pretty great. I can't even tell. What species are they? Latex, leather, some sort of material. Oh, it is entirely a pretentious and artsy. But it's fun, though. It's fun to have a pretentious artsy game when it's this sort of game. But I like, it seems like what they're basically wearing is like kind of what I could define as an open jacket with cords strapped along their belly to keep it in bay. And then in the back, they kind of have like, I wouldn't even call these pants, more like 2 strips of leather that are then corded together because that's the best you could do when you have a butt like this. Probably. I kind of love it, actually. It's like a mix of, it's kind of like, yeah, if you were this fat, you would kind of need to wear bits of fabric that are corded together because that would allow things not to break or stretch and, break on the clothes. It's kind of actually sort of practical. I do like that. I like the armor though, because it's like, yeah, I guess we'll put some armor there, I suppose. Like, hopefully it protects against something. I'm gonna ruin it for you, but some people said he looks like Sephiroth. He does a little bit with the arm plating, I have to admit. Oh, that's a good walkie animation. That waddle. Oh wow, there's a lot of physics on that belly. That's some good belly physics with the walking. Look at that. Oh yeah, and then I didn't notice the little glow. Oh, there's little glowy dot things on the butt leather. There's little glowy things on the chest. It makes me laugh. Zero physics, all hand animated. Wow, all hand animated. I can tell because if it was normal physics, I think it'd look a little weirder. You did a good job on this. And we could jump. That's amazing. That's kind of impressive, actually. Just the simple fact we can jump. So we have a little drone friend. They kind of got a progen face. If they got a little squinty face, it's a good guy. Let's see here. Which is fur is differently colored, so we can see what's fur and clothing more easily. I do kind of agree. It's a little hard to tell the difference, but I mean, it does fit his aesthetic. Though I think what Kibby was going for there was by matching the fur and the leather, he kind of looks a little bit more like properly clothed, I guess. It kind of blends it together and makes it look a little bit more, yeah, a little more prepared, I guess. Since this is a wasteland, it all kind of makes sense. Let's see, I'm just going through. But yeah, honestly, it's really clever, too. I didn't really think about it. But yeah, your character works really well for, like, a kind of desert, post-apocalyptic kind of color scheme. There's a lot of cleverness going on here. I really appreciate what you've done with this. So let's go. So this is very interesting, too. I can't use the mouse, so the camera controls are purely just based on where I'm facing. So all I'm using is WASD right now. I'm assuming... Whoa, what am I doing? Actually, let's test something. So there's a... Oh. If I stand on top of the car, your physics can get a little odd. Whoa. Okay. Okay, doesn't like inclines. Got it. I think I assume there's a climbing system. I think that's what I'm seeing here. 12 principles of Disney's Worlds of Animation. Mostly follow through. Oh, yep, it's E to get into... That's how I get in. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, I guess there's no other way I could possibly get in this vehicle. I like that. So, Kibby, how do you feel about me saying that I think you made the first open world claim by the pound game? I mean, I know this isn't a giant game, but I think that statement is still true. Heck, honestly, the number of playing by the pound games that are like 3D exploration in the first place are kind of slim. So I noticed, by the way, a whole part of that pretentiousness that I don't mind, by the way. I noticed there's no actual, like, instructions. It's just, here I am. So here I am. Hopefully it's running okay, by the way, for you guys. I don't think there was any settings, so. It seems to be running fine for me. How the signposting? Yeah, I definitely see, like, structures I can go to. I'm gonna ignore those for a little bit. Let's go explore a little bit. So we have a body of water here, but I also see fat on the other side. So I'm wondering to myself... I see a building up there. What if our little drone friend does? Actually, what I'm curious about is, so I figured out that E gets interact, jumping is spacebar. Mouse does nothing. What else could I possibly do? Can my drone do something? Oh, if I hit F. If I hit F, my drone gets flashlighty. Okay. Is there any other buttons? Not that I can currently find. Okay. So what do we have here? Where do you think we are on the Big Fatty? So, like, there's kind of like a dam over there. Like, the fat smushes together, I think, from two different parts over there and makes a body of water. Which I'm guessing is just rainwater. Because I'm guessing what is going on here is that the Big Fatty is... They kind of smothered the world, but they're still on a planet, technically, so there's still, like, weather, probably. I mean, it looks like it, because, I mean, like, simply... If you look simply at the skyline, you see how there's blue and then it goes into darkness the higher up you go? Well, that's an atmosphere. So we still have an atmosphere, whether this guy is the planet or not, there is an atmosphere. The sprawling excess. Oh, there's areas. The sprawling excess. Oh, and yeah, how's the volume, by the way? Can you guys hear the atmosphere and stuff without it being too loud? Fun fact, the water is the thing in retrospect should have had a barrier to keep players from getting too far from the main island. Well, I see some, like, buildings over there. I kind of want to go to them. Yeah, there's I'm just gonna kind of wander. I really think it's cool that you realize this idea, Kimmy. When you were telling it to Charm, when you were telling the idea to Charm in older streams, like, oh yeah, I was thinking about making a game where the whole world is this. Charm actually really loved that idea. You can there, but it's all low poly skybox stuff. Okay. I guess let's stick to actual structures that are nearby, and then maybe I'll mess around later. How's that sound, guys? Oh, I think there's a boost. Oh. Yeah, I think I found it. Yep, I meant to do that. Woo! I kind of landed that perfectly. So there's like a really over-tuned oil rig over there. I say over-tuned because it's got like 5 million cranes. No boost, it just felt like I had a boost. I'm just doing tricks. I'm just doing tricks with this car. Look, 2 wheels, woo! But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if your signposting is good or bad, because I bet we play games kind of weird, so does Charm. Whoa. Oh, there is a climbing system. Whoa! Okay, we gotta have, like, propulsion boosters or something in our suit to be able to do this stuff like that. Seems like, this seems a little tricky to climb, though. I don't think it wants me to climb that. What I think is the honest decision here is that I think it's strange that there's no mouse controls. What was your reasoning on that? The fact that the player cannot control the camera angle with the mouse. Furry games are usually one-handed. I made the game one-handed as a joke. Oh my gosh. Just leading into that stereotype, I see. Oh, there's another vehicle there. I keep going to the mouse to, like, control the camera, like, instinctively, because it's a 3D game, I keep wanting to use the mouse. And I'm like, oh, I can't. It does make, like, aiming climbs and stuff a little harder. So these cranes, like, it kind of, sort of lets me climb, but not really. It pushes me away. How would I get that, though? I mean, I think it's just another car like the one I have, but... No, it's actually a different car. I wonder how I get it. The only thing I could think of was destroy it, but... Oh, go really slowly? Let's try that. The camera, though, is not helping me, because I'm trying to push forward into the platform, and then the game's like... And then the camera's like, nah, you're not. There, if I wriggle properly, I can make it work. It's really... Oh, no, oh, no. I really wish there was mouse controls right now. It seems like sometimes the camera just helps me with this, and sometimes it's like, no. Oh wait, does jumping help? Oh. Maybe a little bit. Camera, please. Camera, please. Camera, please. Great view while climbing, though. I mean, yeah. Obviously, that has to be the climbing view. I would like to check out the other car, but to get to it, I'll need to climb this crane. It's okay. I honestly... The main problem is that if they're hard enough to climb where I feel like I'm not supposed to, I feel like I was doing it wrong, you know? Oh! 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 Oh, I see. Oh my goodness, what? Did I just climb the underside of that? What? Didn't expect that to happen. I just realized if you jump off a little early, it's way easier. Okay, I see. You jump off before you get to the top and it makes it a lot easier. The problem is because the camera's angled down, when I jump, the camera doesn't always know what direction I want to be looking. It's definitely trying its best. I'll give it that. But it's a little... Yeah, it's a little dizzy. Yeah, you could... If you just jump before you get to the lip, it's a lot easier to get over the lip. Yeah. Can I just let go? Okay, good. No. I mean, like, can we go over there? Wait, where's the car? It's right there. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I need to... Okay, like, right now, I'm pressing W and doing a side strafe. Like, that doesn't even make sense, but sure. I have to, like, figure out what button is doing what based on the camera angle, if that makes any sense. Press R to auto drive. Auto drive. What did I just do? What did I just do? Is it... Did I get the... Oh, did I get the car off the thing? Or... Oh, no, I didn't get... I thought I moved the car... okay. Alright. Let's focus. Let's focus. Okay, what's down right now? I don't know. Okay, I know. Almost. I love their gecko-like tenacity to cling to anything, though. It's pretty impressive. Okay, I think I landed it. There, I did it. That was the hardest thing ever. I understand the joke, but I really wish there was mouse camera movement. There, I got this thing. I got it. Clap. Yeah, that's what... Autocon, that's what my butt cheeks were doing the whole time, yes. So this is like a halfback. Like this one, okay, this car looks more useful because this car lets me drive, but this car lets me drive but also has storage space, I think. So let's take this one. I don't know if we need to store things in the back, but it seems like it would be useful. It also has extra wheels in case you lose some, which is good. El Camino's right. I was wondering actually if these cars were remodels from your racing games, or if they were new cars. I also wonder what happens if the car gets stuck. I guess it will auto-drive itself to victory or something. The new design's neat. I like, though, that there is a bit of clipping and my tail is in the truck bed. Do not underestimate players. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can't get it. I mean, look, what happens if I drive into the water? Would it just? That would probably get it stuck. At least I feel like it. So I noticed there's a lot of bodies of water, and then there's more fat past the bodies of water. So I'm trying to. What I'm trying to figure out is where am I on the fatty? That's what I'm trying to figure out all the time. Like, there's a mound over there, but I can't. It's so not. I can't really determine what it is because this fatty is so massive that it's a little hard to define itself. Like, it might be hard to define its limbs. Press escape. I mean, that does. I mean, escapes my mini. Escapes a panorama. I mean, that doesn't. I mean, yeah, it does let me do a pan back, but that doesn't really help me define it any better. But true, I can use that to kind of look around a little bit. You started on a point where you can see both front and back. I assume you started on a shoulder. Were we seeing front and back? I wasn't really sure. Let's climb up there. That's... Whatever is up there is weirdly flat, the mountain. We'll go up there in a minute. Oh, can I get to this oil rig? I don't actually know. Uh-oh. This might be a little too steep. Yep, it was. Okay, don't play this game if you have motion sickness. Alright, car. What are you gonna do in the water? It seems to be trying to right itself. Give it a sec. Can it make this work? I don't know what it's doing. I guess I'll drive to the oil rig? I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Maybe it'd be faster to swim at this point. It's like moving, though? So I guess it's not stuck. Oh, there's like a ramp there. Maybe I could try to board that. I like the green light you put on, so it's easier to notice. You can swim. I guess the car will auto-drive, so I can abandon it for a little bit. Swim in. Look at that waddle. What's that sound? Oh. Is it because I approached the oil rig? This is the oil rig music. Oh, I can swim faster with shift. Shift does do something. Wait, can I run? I didn't even test that earlier. Okay. Oh, I can run. Here's my run. Okay, I'm digging this music. A vampiric leech. A vampiric leech? I guess an oil rig is kind of a leech when you think about it. It's leeching out all the oil. from the ground. I want to grab your car. Okay. Wait, can it figure out how to get up here? Oh, okay, let's see. There it is. It's trying. Let's see how this works. I like the music. But yeah, I don't know, like, I can climb really good. I don't know if I need the car. Well, let's see how the car does it. Straight we're going to... Oh, okay, well... Oh, I can climb the air. That's okay, that's a solid object, turns out. I was just gonna drop out, but nope. By the way, thanks for optimizing this game. I can tell it's optimized, because this is a pretty big world. Yeah, auto drive is... It did its best, I guess. You know what's funny is this game looks just as good as tons of games that barely run for us. WebGL, oh. It's like developers these days don't understand that you can have good graphics. Like, yeah, this isn't like super high fidelity graphics, but it looks good. It's stylized, it's good looking. Developers don't realize that you can have good graphics and a big world without killing people's computers. Yeah, if you do an update, please, mouse. Please give me a mouse. That is my one major complaint. I presume cars land... Yep, they're... Okay, cars are cats, guys. They always land on their feet. Just to let you know. But yeah, is the volume still good for you guys? Just double checking. Okay, it looks a little high on the audio levels, but if you guys feel good, then we'll keep it like it is. I mean, to be fair, this is one smooth-ass beat, not to cuss too much, but it is a smooth-ass beat. I think it's a fair use of the cuss word. Because I'm using the cuss word to indicate it's good stuff. Let me get out for a second. Oh, I meant to ask, by the way, what species is the main character here? I'm sure there's a smooth-ass somewhere. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's very true. Wolf, okay. As in, they wolfed out a lot of food, gotcha. That was not the reaction I expected out of the car. One second. I gotta carefully turn it. The car did not react the way I expected it to. So, like, you said bring the car here, and I see what you mean, but I bet you I could probably parkour all this, too, with just a guy. Just a look. I like the guiding lights you've put here and there. You've definitely put a lot of work into this. I appreciate that. Species chonker. Yeah, probably. Okay, we got a nice little... We got little driving cars then. I like this. Actually, I'm curious if I hit escape right now. Oh, we get kind of a different pan over the structure. Alright, I have a fun question to ask all the fatty furs in the audience. Would you rather be the protagonist, or would you rather be the world? As in, what level of shock do you prefer? What a fun way to ask that. Hit deer goes right to the world. This camera, I like this game, except for the camera, which makes me want to die. It's not to be too dramatic, but wow, camera, why? Oh, I landed it? I couldn't tell. Okay. Protecting the world would be nice once in a while. Protect is still able to do stuff. Here says protect me of the goal becoming world. Work your way up. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta like angle like this, right? Because then I land on the flat part. Yeah. There we go. Unless Kippy can actually do anything. I don't know. They're just kind of being in the world, so I imagine not. I mean, if people have managed to build structures on you, I assume you're not moving that much. Did you know there's no name for this type of car gameplay, but I call it car parkour? I mean, you can't say parkour without the word park, right? I assume this is supposed to be a big jump I do. Can the car make this? Well, we'll try. If I fail the car parkour, I'm just gonna, like, climb. Like, right now, it'd be nice to have the mouse camera so I know how close I am to the edge of the platform. Okay, there, that's basically as good as I can get it. That'll do. There we go, I did it. I actually was worried about that jump. So what is this game? Can you get out of the car? Oh yeah, absolutely, Tara. Take a look. We get out through the back because we're too fat to go through a normal door. Yeah, we're a big old fatty. Let's see. What button was it to, like, look at my character? I think it was 1 and then observe. I had to make sure I don't press 2. That would make me very sad. I don't know if this game saves progress. Yeah, we can get out. So is Kippy just in a state of eternal bliss at this size, or is he like playing games of VR Advisor or something? Now what's this? This kind of feels like I shouldn't drive the car in here. I mean, I guess I could. What's this? Use a car to collect this. Oh, oh, that's why you encouraged me to bring the car. Oh, that's clever. That's clever. It'd be a lot easier to get to this without the car. So you have to bring the car to get it. Alright. All climber wheels. Now you're worthy to face the beast of the mountain. So I'm supposed to climb the mountain? Okay. Let's see. Yep, that is, yeah, who needs to... Okay, I don't need to be on foot anymore. Now the car can climb. Ah! Oh, I see. I'm supposed to go on these. This is... You know, they say there's all-terrain tires. This is all-terrain tires. Listen, walls are terrain, too. If your all-terrain tires can't go up a wall, then they're not all-terrain tires. Where am I landing? Okay. Wow! Okay, it's a spider car now. Uh-oh. Got a little step. I guess I'm done here, so it's fine. Where's that shadow? It's a little shadow saying that wasn't me. Huh. Oh, it's my drone. Oh, no, please stop spinning. Please stop. No, turn. Turn. There you go. You know what, car? I'm abandoning you for a second. could say this game is driving up the wall. Okay, let's make the auto drive because it's probably faster. Look at it go. Yeah, it's way faster than what I could have done. Alright. Use your flashlight. Use my flashlight. I also have a car. I also have a car flashlight. Also known as headlights, now I think about it. So I'm supposed to... Obviously, I'm supposed to climb the mountain. That's the objective. I kind of do want to just explore, but I guess I'll climb the mountain. Protected, so honestly, to be fair to a recent decision, I'm not really a Fatfur. Oh, really? Okay. That's an odd thing to change randomly, but sure. I suppose climbing the mountain makes the most sense just to see as well. Speaking of seeing things, how is he sitting there? I mean, yeah, it kind of fits. Okay, I feel like this is Moob's territory over here, but I can't quite tell. Very snug. Yeah. Oh, car. Okay. Cars are carefully designed to fit them. Fair enough. I'm gonna hit. Yeah, it's kind of useful to do observe or to do the above view, but I'm trying to use it to get an idea of where I am on the Fatfur, and that's a little trouble. That's a little hard. Well, I mean, everything here is soft. Okay, sure. Oh, no, that's too inclined. That's it. I assume this is head and neck, yeah? Tried to find face as well. Car, please. Car, please. Car, please. I'm just gonna not press anything. Okay, there we go. Car, please. So wait, like, this is like the side of the head, right? And then this would be front because of the cream color, right? I think that's right. You added alert command. Oh! I guess we did! Thank you, whoever added... Oh, you know what? I think it was Virus that added that, unless somebody else takes credit. Yeah, we have alert commands! So you can use that now, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know Beerus added that. I did ask him one time, and I guess he did. Yay. Okay, I have a question. I'm a little... Okay, you know, it's kind of fun to ask the viewers questions about fat stuff. But I want to encourage you... I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask a new question for you guys. As I drive all over all these fat folds and stuff, I thought of it. I'm going to ask a new question, you guys, though. I want to preface this. Please keep your answer not sexual. Okay, I'm just going to preface that. Now that I said that, what do you, when it comes to a big old fatty that has tons of, like, folds of fat, what's the best fold of fat location? And if the best, in your opinion, is a sexual answer, then what's the best non-sexual answer? There's a lot of folds there. Would you aim for a specific part of the tub, like the belly button or something? Belly buttons are pretty good. Depends on how the folds are done. However you like them, I guess is how I say it. Where am I now? Okay. Every time I try to climb it while it's not the right incline, the car just freaks out. Underboob? Fair enough, fair enough. I'm sure a lot of people would answer that, even non-Fatfurs. Side folds, belly button. The between thigh and belly. That's Charm's preferred place. Again, keeping it non-sexual still when I say this, but basically what one would consider the thigh crack or thigh crevice is a nuzzly spot for Charm. I think I would agree with that. I'm not sure what my preference would exactly be. Upon a beast of burden. Ooh. I'm still trying to find the face. Is it down here? Well, you ever have a... Okay, so like, I don't know actually. Well, here's a battleship. The camera is locked onto it. Okay. Oh my! Didn't expect that. What the heck? I guess the beast of burden isn't necessarily the world. Whoa! It's an aquatic blubber wolf. See, they got all the blubber like a well. They need it to stay warm in the water. So... Oh, can they eat us? Oh, no. I can't get a better camera angle, but, heck of it, let me leave the car. What is even down there? Time for Tucker's new thumbnail quest. That might be tricky. Oh, is this kind of Shadow of the Colossus where I have to climb them? You climb all the way to the top, you find this in their hand as you realize they're way bigger than you thought. They're hard to catch up to. Oh, you know, script animation. It's okay. That animation was still cool. I didn't expect that. I'd like to know that yes, they're walking kind of quick because they're so big, but I'm still catching up. I'm just gonna go for the beans. Hold on. Actually, I guess I could cut them off. Tucker's... Well, at least there's always the 3 cap, so I can pause during that script animation or something. I will get the beans. I realized that I could technically use the car, but the car was not behaving. Once it gets out of the water, I guess I can. Auto drive... Oh, there's talking. I can't quite tell what those words were. I think I heard I found the solution. It always walks away. Listen, if the car makes it back to me, I'll use it. I think it managed. Come here. That's very good. Supposed to use your car to drive in front of. No, I want beans. Okay, that's good enough. I can get the beans now. Beans. Oh, I got belly. I'm going for the beans. I got the beans. Whoa! I think if you're walking directly away from them, they're still faster than you. Yeah. Why is the car in the middle of the ocean again? What exactly did it do in the 5 seconds I left it? What? Okay. Actually, I want to see something. That car. Alright, I want to hit observe real fast. Okay, what? I was wondering what was down here. I don't know what this is down here. Oh, it's a paw. Wait, this is a paw. So wait, this is a paw. So that's an arm. Okay. Now I'm understanding it. Yeah, Tara, I thought you had already played this game. Okay, that helps me get into... So this wasn't a face, this was just one limb. And here's our guy. Whoop, this camera. It speeds up the more you speed. So it seems to be shackled to the boat. I like their craggy mouth. Can they eat you, Tibby? It kind of looked like they were going to eat you. I guess I'll have to hop into its mouth and see. Beast of burden. Wait, are they, no, they're a quadruped, I just realized. Oh, cool. So it's like a quadruped wolf. I don't know, is it a wolf? I'm not really sure what it is. They look chill when they attacked me, but yeah. They're guarding the SS Beans. That's probably what the ship's called, considering it stays in the Paw Lake. Oh, Beerus is missing out with the Paw Lake. But yeah, now that I just remembered I could free cab, so let's consider what we're dealing with here. So the world mass were... Oh, wow. So the world mass here... Just a matter of... Just to remind you guys a matter of perspective here. I am... Where even am I? I don't know. I'm in the water, right? So just a matter of perspective. Let me just... Here's me, right? I'm a little dot in this vast lake. You can't even see... Like, I go out this far, you can't see me anymore. This is the arm. Beast of burden. Zoom out more. This is the whole landmass we have access to, which now I'm looking at it, is not... It's big, but at the same time, not much of anything. We access this place. There's obviously a little crane here where we got another car. Not sure why we got another car, but, you know, maybe it's better. That's the whole land... I guess this is the world, right, Kibby? Like, this is the playable space, technically. But... Yeah, I see what you mean by low poly models. Where's your first car? No, I mean the other car. Yeah, there's like some buildings out here just to indicate there's more stuff technically that we're not going to. But there are just little models. So this feels a lot more vast than it actually is. Good work actually on that, I want to say. The whole feels more vast than it is, I mean. You set a good impression here. I'm only by free cabbing am I breaking the illusion, which, by the way, thanks for the free cab. So, all of this area, which obviously the play space, it eventually goes to, you know, edge of the world. So there's like an edge, but, you know, playable 3D space. But, I appreciate, so this whole mass that we're on is basically just an arm. A lot of blubber on one arm. So all this other stuff is like other parts of... Well, it's kind of nondescript, isn't it? It's not really anatomically supposed to be one thing in particular, probably. We can obviously note that any part that's colored cream is more frontal in the body, and any part that's orange is more back. So this area is the back, and this area is the front. We can say that much. But beyond that, there's not a lot you can really define here. Just that this side's the front. So the face is like outside of the playable space, if you're wondering. So like, yeah. So yeah, it makes sense though. Like we thought we were climbing, this whole time we thought we were climbing the head. But I did notice that it seemed really flat on top, and I was like, I don't know. And that's why, because this is just a pod. Because again, this is a Pudge world. This creature is world size, so yeah, this. I mean, even at this scale, it's a pretty small world. Like in relation to planets, in relation to planetary size, this is still not that big a creature. But it is big. It is very big, and it's much bigger than we were first assuming. Learning this deer is now like, yes, then 100% I want to be. I just realized I'm dumb. I was chasing the puppo. By the way, what kind of, is this a dog or a wolf? What is this exactly? I just realized I was chasing it. Why don't I just go the direction it's going and run into it? Wolf, okay. So we are an anther wolf and this is a feral wolf. Man, did you hand animate this as well, I assume? Man, I love that. I love him. He's good. This is the size, I think it'd be fun to be like this shape and size. By the way, that one time, like, the wolf came out and then I, like, died? How did that happen? I'm being super stoppy. Pierce is gonna love this. Why am I not dying this time, though? Like, didn't we have a reset before? Okay, I think I'm climbing. It's hard to tell. I have found the inner fat. Hold on. Oh, what have I done? I have entered their belly. How do you imagine Tucker? I mean, I imagine that being like this would be pretty fun. Like this quadrant. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. I mean, it is a moving model, so I understand it kind of having trouble. Let me see where I can end up. Hold on. So, let's see here. I'm actually curious as well. What is being said? Did you mention that? They have the same eye as we do. Oh, Kimmy, so this wolf has the same eye as we do. Okay, so they're like related to us then. So there is seams. It's fine. Shadow of the Colossus, they probably spent so much time on Shadow of the Colossus to make sure things didn't break. By the way, you said I couldn't get the car stuck? You're right, I got myself stuck instead. Actually, I just realized that as I wait to see, I am like actually stuck, but I just realized I'm slowly getting filtered through the back. Hold on. I'm getting wobbled through the body, hold on. I mean, I am stuck. I am actually stuck. Wait, no, I'm not feeling filtered. Never mind, I'm still stuck. Yeah, I'm pretty stuck. I'll try jumping and being erratic. Maybe I can get out. Currently stuck between shoulders. Am I? Well, again, I want to point out, when you're climbing, because the camera auto-focuses when you're climbing, it isn't as simple as just hold right to go right of the thing you're climbing, because when the camera moves, that can change what direction you're climbing. So right now, I have absolutely no idea how to climb out of this. Because the camera, I have no control over it. So I'm, you know, the last it takes me different directions based on camera position. So this is like almost impossible for me to figure out. I'm trying. Yeah, when the camera swings around, my climbing is just reverse direction, so if I'm trying to aim for a direction, it's really hard. I'm trying, but... Oh, I got out, I think? Okay, so climbing in the front, not a good idea. Side, probably better. There. I did manage to get out, though. Hold on, I want to observe. So just to get a scale of this creature. No, this is a heckin'... This is a really, I mean, this is a fun, I think it would be fun to be this size. Speaking as a quadruped, I think it'd be fun to be this size because they are barely mobile, which I like. I like that. I think a little bit of mobility is nice. You don't need a whole bunch, though. No, up. I'm up. Looking like a little tick. Well, apparently I'm just walking. Hi. So, I'm kind of curious, though, Kibby. There was one point where I kind of died and the whole scene reset. Oh, I see. He's not opening up. I was wondering if he would numb you. I guess he only cared about me when I initially walked in the water. So like this would be probably a pretty good thumbnail. I have a lot of options for thumbnails, especially the free cam. I'll figure it out later. But oh, little dot. Actually, there's just like little dots all over there. Yes, between character and world, I choose Wolf instead. Yeah, I choose this guy. This is Tucker years after being the Dark Star. My goodness, what an idea. Actually, this is what I think I want to do. Ah, no, I didn't mean that. Oh no, where am I now? I sunk hold into a fat fold. Oh. No, I lost track. Oh, wait, no, that's good. Listen, nobody would let me live it down if I didn't climb the butt a little bit. I also wanted to look at this tail. It's so blob. Man, it's really hard to climb the butt. The camera doesn't like it very much. The butt, it swings and it swings, so I'm going all over the place. Did I even put a collider on tail? I'm gonna try to find out, but it might be hard. I'm having trouble even telling where I'm going. Yeah, I can't quite, I keep listening to the talking, but I can't quite make it out. Oh, the camera is very confused. To be fair, if a giant quadruped wolf was in the way of a camera, it would be knocked around a bit. Oh, I'm on the tail. It does have a collider, if you're wondering. Wiggle, wiggle, you could say. Oh, I think I lost it. Yeah, I lost it. Car! Car! Where the heck is the car? Never mind. Why did it get left? Alright, I'll just circle around. So Kimmy says he doesn't remember the exact lyrics, but it boils down to I'm sick and tired, life is hard, but I found a solution to all this pain and exit. Oh. I see, I hear it now. Okay, I love the artsiness you added to this. Like, it's just... artsy games are kind of annoying a lot of times, but putting it to this sort of game is such an odd contrast that I really kind of think I like it. The boy. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, don't climb for the front. I'm gonna say. This might make me sound this might make me sound a little bit silly, but I wasn't quite finished climbing the butt. I didn't actually mean to get stuck on the tail like I did. Let me be silly a bit longer. I mean, if the camera allows it, I don't actually know if I can manage it. I'm actually trying to go down. It's really tricky. If I jump off, the beast will leave me behind. Like so. Ah, no. The camera, I really wish the camera could be controlled better. Well, one thing I was noticing is that the way you did the gliders on this guy is that you could actually get stuck between the fat folds, which I find very amusing. So I just figured I'd try to get into the spot the charm likes. But it's also, like, nearly impossible, so it's like a legitimate challenge. I guess I could just free cab there. I just was seeing if I could get there physically, because it's such a wonky climbing system that I figured I may as well try a little bit. Rigged mesh colliders is not a possibility for my current knowledge of code. Honestly, you did a lot here anyway, so I don't blame you. No, don't leave me behind. Okay. I think what's interesting, I think what's happening is when different fat sections wobble together, I sometimes get, like, transition from one surface to another, if that makes sense. Which is why this could be so confusing. The tail, for instance, could just kind of grab me. I don't even know where I'm... What am I on right now? Okay. And also remember, if the camera changes positions, my climbing angle changes. So, you think that holding W would get you up? But look, I'm actually going down doing that because of the camera position. Like, I know it looks like I'm climbing off, but I'm trying to up. I'm trying to uppies. I'm trying uppies. It just doesn't really want me to uppies. Oh no. It's so confused. Where am I? What surface am I even typically on right now? It is certainly something. I think the problem is not the camera, it's the fact that the camera determines your climbing angle. That's the problem here. Basically, if W just always made me go up, this would be a lot more, like, fine. But the simple fact that it doesn't, sometimes, here's the weird thing, sometimes up is like A. You know, normally left, it's A sometimes. So, like, I have to, like, play with it a bit. Right now it's S. Now it's A. Now it's... I don't know what it is now. I lost it. Mario Galaxy had the same... I guess so. You just climb with the stomach go up. I can. Sort of. But not from that angle. You definitely have to be more frontal to stick better. Mario Galaxy into a movie? Are they good? Are they gonna cast very inappropriate actors again? I don't understand the last Mario movie. Like, why did it cast the people it did? I don't know, it's weird. I'd like to note my car is still technically auto-driving to me, but you probably can't tell. See, the nice thing is I can mess around like this and people are still going to be interested because, I mean, there's a lot to see. It is easy enough to climb from the front. But the back is another story. So I think the best I could do is just, like, use the camera. What I was trying to figure out was, I was just trying to figure out what would be the collision be if I got, like, here. I was just kind of curious what the collision would be like here. If I ended up, because yeah. The spot, you know. You probably clipped, yeah, probably clipped. In fact, this might be why, okay, I'm clipping through just, oh no. Okay, I'm actually trying to go to the ship now. 1 second. Oh, okay, that works. That's one way to do it. So why am I here? That's a good question. I got in, though.
Welcome to the Void, once again. It's not the first time you've been here. A blank page, a white canvas, a dream to pour your love into, with all of your colors. I'm sure you have questions, but now isn't the time to ask or beg. It is the time to choose and take agency for your body and mind. There are no right answers, but I offer you 2 doorways to the future, in the form of these. And take the red vial. This story ends, and you become a mere cog in the machine once more. You will be a blob, grow to immensity, but as a part of a greater whole, with a sense of belonging. Take the blue vial, this great world will truly die. The way of its people, such as yourself, will change forever. It won't be easy, but it's the only way that things can return to normal. A second apocalypse after the first smothered the earth. I will let you have this power just this once.
Oh, also, I'm assuming that's Kibby, who has done all these lines. Kibby, you have a pretty commanding voice, I gotta say. Good for this sort of voice acting. If you ever need a voice actor for anything, I wouldn't mind messing around and doing some stuff too. Just a thought. Anyways, let's choose the one that people probably don't want me to choose, and then I'll go back through and choose the red one. Abstinence or hedonism? Yeah, let's start with abstinence, then we'll do hedonism. How do I... Oh, E, probably. E? E? F? Up? Down? BA start? Space? What do I do to actually select it? Enter! You're right. I don't think enter was used for anything before this point. Oh no, Kimmy became grayscale. That's you streaming, yeah?
Oh. True. Was it all you wanted it to be? Don't hang on to today. Rest. You've earned it.
That's a very unsettling... I can hear it, yeah. Wow, that's very disquieting. Nicely done. Death of the Kimmy, oh no. Thank you for playing! You can now change time day in the wiki. Oh, there's extras. Oh, look at that. There is dusk, day, night, sunset. Oh, the wolf's still up there too. Can I get the wolf to jump scare me again? Actually, Kimmy, I was really confused. When I first got jump scared by the wolf, I actually, like, reset after that. Like, the wolf didn't come out all the way. It looked like I died or something. It, like, reset things, and then it did it again. And then after that point, it didn't seem like I was able to die. What happened there? Did I have, like, a death, or what? Why did it reset? And also, can you die after it starts walking around, or only when it's coming out? I still have this vehicle. Does that mean I still have climby climbs? You die to reset you and the boss. Oh, how do you die then? Is, I guess, my question. How do I die? Okay, so only when it's coming out of the water. So technically it did eat me then. So I did officially die because it bit me. Yeah, it looks like everything stayed the same. Okay, cool. It crushed you. It's too bad it can't crush you afterwards. I even got under the pop. This is mostly disappointing for Beerus, I'm sure. But yeah, it looks like we kind of kept everything, so we'll just go back up and get the other ending, I guess. But when you are eaten, it does the same black screen and reset. Okay. So are you saying that I didn't get eaten, but I can be? In other words, that animation can actually get me eaten if I do it right? Okay. Not technically, then. Yeah, that would have been a bit of extra work. Especially for it's just a one-off event. Though I mean, it would have been kind of neat if you climb up to its face if it goes on numb. But I still think this game's really neat, even if it doesn't have the... Just a thought. Go right, okay. It looked harder that way, but alright. Well, my car is trying to make this as difficult as possible, but whatever. Is there anything I missed, Kibby? Because it looked like there was like 3 actual model points of interest. One of them being, of course, the car parkour thing, and of course the extra car which I picked up, and then of course the end stuff up here. So is there anything else that I didn't see? A few Easter eggs. I'm gonna go looking for them. Or this all feel like a giant massage. Either the tires feel like a giant massage or they're kind of annoying. I can't... It's hard to say which. Yeah, kind of... Okay, I can't click this. Matrix is a trans metaphor? Really? I never heard that term. I wonder what this dark shadow around the outside means. Alright, let's go get the other indie, and then if there's Easter eggs, I'll try to look for them. Oh, I didn't know that. I really like how you animate this guy. Oh, he's good. Oh, my poor car. My poor car. I heard it get crushed. Crush, okay. Come eat the beans in the water. Here it's a metaphor for throwing away everything you love that makes you in order to defend society or beat. Which, yeah, there's a reason I did the bad ending first, technically.
Welcome to the void.
Well, I think being yourself is the most important thing
It's not
generally
the
to
first time
be.
you've been here. A
Both
blank
in and out of
page,
fiction.
a white canvas, a dream to pour your love into with all of your colors. I'm sure you have questions, but now isn't the time to ask or beg. It is the time to choose and take agency for your
Oh, this
body
is so
and
important.
mind.
I like how appropriate
There are
that
no
is.
right answers, but I offer you 2 doorways to the future, in the form of these. And take the red vial. This story ends, and you become a mere cog in the machine once more.
Being clever fully is fun.
Grow to immensity, but as a part of a greater whole, with a sense of belonging. Take the blue vial. This great world will truly die.
Hedonism. That's what it says. I know my head's blocked part of it. Ha! We do have eyes. Oh.
What was stated came true. Was it all you wanted it to be? Don't hang on to today. Rest. You've earned it.
Don't need to hang on to today when you got all this belly hang to hang on to instead. Fun fact, that's medical gloves being stretched. Makes sense. Foley is interesting. There's a lot of side effects of things you hear in games and stuff that are totally different than what you think they actually came from. But, okay, Easter eggs. Let's look for a few Easter eggs. So, what kind of Easter eggs can I find, and where would I go to find them? There's an Easter Island head near the tower in the skybox. Okay. Well, there's a few of those. Let me go up over here. Okay, I guess I could just use photo mode to make it faster. That's true. Let's use photo mode. So, tower. I'm going to send this one. Boy. Okay. There's an Easter Island egg, not an Easter egg. So, the tower that is... I assume this is the tower. Let's look around. Let's see. It's small. I kind of figured. I'd probably have to zoom real close to see it. By the way the camera works is it moves real slowly unless you hold shift, and then it speeds up more and more. But if you let go of shift, it goes back to the slowest speed, so you gotta be careful. Oh, it seems if I hit the strafe keys A and D, then the camera doesn't speed up anymore. That's good. But the more I press W, it goes faster. Near the bottom of the building, get near. Okay, let me get closer. Yeah, it's hard to remember that the sense of scale, like everything is much bigger than it may appear, especially in free cam. You see the shadow. The tower is casting the shadow of an egg. Is that what you mean? Are you talking about this? Because I think, dear, you're talking about this. Tippy tap. I gotta tippy tap it. So I looked around all the buildings. How small is it? Like, do I have to, like... Oh, there it is! Oh my goodness, that's how small. That's very small. Wow, I like how even from this distance you can see the heckin' chonker wolf. Have a cinematic angle. Okay, you basically made this... You made thumbnail work pretty easy in this, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you. It'd be too hard to post things. What other... Is there any other Easter eggs? I'm gonna guess something is probably underwater. That's where I would hide something. Sword on a beach. Oh no, okay. I don't know what exactly counts as a beach, but let's keep our eyes peeled. Because anything touching water is a beach. At least it's a little more obvious to look. Which connects this game directly to your Souls-like. It's actually a sequel. Really? Yeah, I remember the Souls-like. Didn't Charm play that? Or I think Charm played that little demo you made of it. And I think Charm liked it a lot. Now, does that imply that if you kept working on your Souls-like, there'd be some fatties or something? Or would there be some fatties in your Souls-like? Oh, this looks like a beach. Hello, Vasen. This looks like very distinctively like a little beach section. When you say beach, I assume you mean a part where the tan fur is rather than the orange fur, because that's more beach-like. Which, by the way, good work on that. Yeah, you do. Your coloration really works well for, like, a landscape. DLC I planned where I am the villain. So you do intend some Fatfur stuff? In that game, too? That's pretty cool. A Rufus villain. Wait, you're playing DLC? You haven't even finished the main game yet. Well, that's fair, though. Long-term plans. When you say I'm looking for a sword, is this like a Dark Souls bonfire sort of thing? I'm looking. Near the far edge. So near the skybox edge? Or near the world box edge? Oh. I about zoomed away. I'm glad I kept looking. Swordy. Okay, neat. That's a save sword from your from the Souls-like that you're making? That makes a lot of sense. I guess that's also, yeah, a reference to that then. It's inactive. I assume if I walked over here, I wouldn't get anything for a trouble. We could find out, though. It's past the oil rig. Okay, yeah, I know where it is. This is pure goals to me. Let's see, oil rig is there. Wolf is there. Okay. Purely a reference. That's neat. Is there anything else I can find? This be Hera one day. This has been a fun little romp. I really enjoyed this game. The merchant made those that do them out because they're kobolds, so they're fire spirits. They can travel through them. Oh, okay. I think it was, I want to say it's the beach that's over here. Or maybe not. It's the beach that's over here. There it is, yeah. Oh, you can't sink in the water if you cleverly exit your vehicle after splooshing it. Which means technically you can get to the beans. I would say that the be yourself ending being the one where somebody dies would be very weird. Like when you think about it. That was creepy. I'm guessing that's it. So I've seen everything. Okay, cool. Well, honestly, this was pretty neat. And honestly, it's just neat to see. I know it's not a huge game or anything, but it was neat to see an open world experience. And it's also neat how you actually add a lot of style to it, like the title cards and just how you put things together, the music, the artsiness. I don't feel like this game is artsy, but it's not pretentious. It has maybe a little bit of pretentious energy, but like it doesn't feel like it's trying to preach to the player. More just that it wanted to be a bit stylish, you know? There's a difference between artsy for style and artsy for pretension. And this is definitely the former. A pretentious game is basically a game that's like, well, I think what I made here is very important for people to listen to. People better get my message. It's very important. That's a pretentious game. Artsy is good. Pretentious is not. Basically, a pretentious game is a game where the developer has decided for you how you should feel about their game, which is stupid. You know, people need to form their own experiences over a game. And not be told, yep, you better have learned something. Like, no. If I want to learn something, I'll learn something, but... Like, games can speak to people, but they shouldn't be forcing people to listen. You know? That's kind of it. But yeah. Whew. This was fun, though. I'm just gonna go with the sword. I know it doesn't do anything, but I'm just gonna go with the sword. At this point, I may as well. It should be over here. I mean, it's nice when an ending kind of gives you an idea of what it means, but also, like, it should let you choose how to feel about it. If an ending is super duper vague, that is annoying, I agree. Like, when it's so vague to the point of, like... Well, some games, because of Dark Souls and stuff, which, you know, leave a lot of story up to interpretation or leave, you know, descriptions of items that let you know more about the story and stuff, some game devs are like, oh, okay, I don't really have to try my story. I just have to say to people, oh, just, you know, tell me, just interpret it. But the thing is, you still have to lay the groundwork for intrigue and for interesting things. I want to see how big the sword was in relation to my character. It's actually pretty big, considering my character is very big, too. But yeah, one more thing I want to do before we quit is jumpy animation. Good. Actually, wait, let me change time of day. Can I do that in... I can't do that while paused. Okay. What's the best lighting for just viewing? Probably this. I just wanted to do Bean's observation. Bean's observation there. Bean's observation. I do like the random glowy lights on them, though. You did really great on the modeling. Obviously, there's only really 3 creatures modeled in this game if you count the world, which is a little bit more vaguely modeled, but still gives the impression. You did a good job, by the way. It's like every blobby mass is kind of nondescript except for the paw, but it all kind of works. Like, it just kind of works as this pillowy world, even if it's nondescript. You did a good job modeling it. But yeah. I think that's going to be good. For now. So let's go back to the title screen for a little ending thing. Well, I guess this is technically the title screen. Theoretically. But let me actually go back to the proper title screen. Plus, I'm curious about one thing, which I can observe by doing that. So, yeah. Honestly, really good time. I kind of hope that more furry devs making vore fat games or whatever maybe consider approaches like you took here. It'd be nice to see more 3D games. An awful lot of Playing by the Pound games are not 3D. Nothing wrong with that, but it's nice to see some 3D entries right now and then. Do you guys remember that one game that I played before I was fully formed as my own tulpa? The game I played, the Glacier and Fatfur game, where the Glacier went around a house and ate all the donuts, and it was actually kind of a puzzle platformer because you had to eat them in the right order before you got too fat that you couldn't jump up and get them. Well, I really liked that game, and I was really hoping there'd be more games like that. Honestly, more not only because there's so few quadruped games. Which, by the way, thank you, Kibby, for having a quadruped Fatfur too. Sorry if my voice is weird. I was fixing my chair. I stood up for a sec. But yeah, it's be nice to see more 3D games, especially for Fatfur games, because like that concept was fun. Just simply that you get fatter and heavier and can't move as much as you go through the Glacian game, so you have to plan out your route if you want to eat everything. But they're still living animals. That's cool. But that was PUDGEWORLD. Fun time. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. I think everybody was very engaged by that one. Hopefully YouTube likes it too. But let us move on to some non-playing by the pound stuff, and then maybe we'll do a little more playing by the pound. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things pan. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you very much, Kibby, for letting me feature your game.